Home movies. That's Libby swimming and her daddy. There's Catherine and Rebecca. Looks like we're having fun. Kathy's gonna dive for us. Rebecca did a somersault for us. No. Looked more like Libby. And it was. Their daddy's going to do one. Paul, Becky, Libby, Connie. We must still be in Louisiana, huh? I don't know. Back home out in the backyard. There's David Matthew Corey, the new addition to the Corey family. Not a good picture, but it's the best I could get. So this had to be taken in 1965, seeing as how that's when he was born. Couldn't tell whether that was Libby or Kathy. There's Libby. There's a better picture. Sure looks sleepy. He surely looks sleepy. Was one of his favorite toys. They kind of glittered in the light. Looks a little older. I got another outfit on. He gets his bath picture taken too. Makes it for everybody but Kathy and Diana. And he still likes to lay in the bathtub. Now he's trying to turn over, so this is a while later. Must be getting warm. We're out on the front porch in the swing in his little chair. For some reason, I haven't got good pictures of Matthew. There's David Matthew standing up in his little playpen bed. Now he's learning to crawl already. There's his sister with him. Looks like Becky. Nope. Wrong again. It was Libby. I can't tell. Their hair's both dark in the pictures. Yeah. Oh, that's when Libby's hair was long. That's why I didn't recognize her first. There's David Matthew. He's looking at David Matthew. On his scooter. There's Libby. Becky. Oh, he got him a hobby horse. We'd gotten rid of the red one, so he's got a tan one. Daddy's helping him ride his horse. Becky's tickling the cat's belly. And David Matthew wants to learn to walk. You can crawl real good. That's a decent picture. Well, he's already a year old because he's had his hair cut. I didn't cut his hair till he was a year old. There he goes walking. Well, get up. You can get up. Doesn't look like it. That's not in focus. Well, the kids all like the steps. Must be a bad place on the step. There's Libby helping him, and he don't want help. Diana and Kathy and Becky and Libby. There comes David. He wants to help. Summer now. We're gonna go swimming out at Kirk's. Haven't been out there for a while in the pictures. There's Laura helping him. He'd rather play with the other stuff than get in the water. There's Laura's little poodle dog. Ah, now we must be on Outer Banks. Uncle Paul. Oh, I bet that's up on Lake Erie, isn't it? Or is it? I don't know. I have no idea. It says Cape Hatteras. Yep, that's Cape Hatteras. That looks familiar now. Hi, David Matthew. I think it says a class of '83 on his pants. Gee, Stuart, you look skinny. You're going to rearrange those things. That's how far we're allowed to go on the beach. We sure had fun down there. I love that place. The girls are out in the ocean a bit. They're having fun riding the waves. And Stuart lost something out there. There we are getting supper. Becky and Libby and Paul, Stuart. We had a nice setup there. The only thing wrong was the showers. And it's just cold water with somebody pumping on you. David again, David Matthew with his droopy drawers. He says, which way am I supposed to go now? Oh, he really beating on Libby. She took his thing away from him. Oh, you're not supposed to bite each other. He says, well, I want that. Give it to me. Oh, he's taking his bath. And as I said, he still likes a bathtub. That must have been while we were redoing the bathroom. He's a handsome little boy. Libby teased him some more. Says, I think I can get out of this place. Nothing like having somebody teach him how to get out of bed. There's Becky and the piano. And Becky, I got her hair pulled back so tight. Oh, he's got a little raccoon, I think. And Diana getting her lessons. Don't make me look at you, she says. Now it's Christmas. Oh, look at that little pony. It's Diana with David Matthew. He says, well, looky there. There's a red horse. He couldn't, his legs weren't quite long enough to make it go. Here's Catherine. Oh, he got a boat to play with in the bathtub. like he's having fun with that too. No, that's not a boat, it's a hammer and saw and something to pound on. There's a glance of Libby's long hair. And Matt with his little blue cowboy hat. Boy, he loved that little blue cowboy hat. He rode his little red horse in his blue cowboy hat, and he was in seventh heaven. Grandma Grace admiring him. So this must have been Christmas of '66. Oh, there comes January. Maybe it was his birthday. His second birthday. January 1967. We got them both that time. There's the boat. Got on the sweater he got for his birthday. He likes to dance too. Oh, he learned to do a somersault. How about that, Matt? You're pretty good at it. Can you still do them? Now he's learned to stand on his head with help from Sister Becky. Boy, that hurt my neck. That's no fun. There's Connie. She's playing ball with Matt now. Now what we gonna do? Uh-oh. Jumping on his father in bed. Woo! Well, we changed beds, but we still got the same bedroom. Careful that window, boy. Oh, the girls are playing dolls. They got him all dressed up. There's Peppy as a puppy. Becky. $1967 it says, but we're not getting a good picture of it. Back down to Fred and Alice's to slide on the hill. Boy, David liked that too. I know we called him Matt all the time then. I'm having mixed times here. Let's see who's coming downhill. Well, he's got on so many clothes you can hardly see him. Must have been slick. Keep on coming, you can do it. Oh, he's singing, Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. He still has a pretty singing voice. There's your dad getting ready to go to work on his little motorbike. No, it's his bicycle this time. The girl sure played a lot of dress up with him, and he enjoyed being the center of attention. Poor little Pepe. Now we're learning to ride a tricycle. Summer, nothing on but the panties. Looks like diapers yet. Down we go. Well, get up. You can get up. Come on, Matt. Dust it off and get the bicycle up, and away we go. Now he's trying out the swings. He's finding out he can do some stuff by himself and some with help, but mostly you have help when you're on the swings. I don't know who's pushing him yet. Maybe we'll see. Another little puppy. I think that this, yeah, I know it is. We went down to West Virginia, Morgantown, to visit Diana when she went down to college. We took some pictures of the scenery along the way. That's hilly country, and it still is. I was sitting on the passenger side of that old blue step van we used to have, taking pictures through the windshield, so those are pretty good. Color's not as true as it was, but it sure was pretty. I was thinking there was no place like home, too, heading down those hills. I was wishing I was closer to home. Well, there's Peppy and David out in the backyard. The neighbors were so good to us to give us a puppy. They said every boy needed a dog. Oh, there's Libby and Matt. She's playing dress up again. They thought they outgrew their dolls, so they'd dress up their brother. Whoops, there comes a snowman again. That's beside our house. The kids built it. Well, I gotta go to work. I'm not particularly crazy about it, but there I go. We haven't had that much snow for quite a while. Well, they're putting one out in the backyard and putting hats and gloves on it and all those little things. I think it's Becky. Yep. Peppy never did like snow very well. Whatever it is, it's not a good picture. Evidently the lights weren't working or the wrong kind of film. We did a lot of that. Looks like somebody in a bathtub, but I don't know what it is. Oh, there's David all dressed up. He's 3 years old. Yeah. In January 1968. Oh, he's got 3 candles on his cake. His favorite. Yeah, that cute little sweetie. There's Shayla from Friends Church. Shayla's dad. And Rebecca, she's growing up. And those are Nickersons. They came over. We used to take them to Sunday school. There's Libby with her long hair and her glasses. Took them to Sunday school with us. Her little Matthew, and he all dressed up, and he's doggy. Trying to teach it to lead. That was before the no gardens that year. Upstairs, showing pictures and taking pictures with the Nickersons. He fell and broke his arm. He had some kind of a bone disease that he kept breaking his bones. That's Bobby Sr. I got to an auction or something. And they had lots of fun playing with that. Then all of a sudden they quit playing. Pool table stayed around for a long time. Nobody played with it, so finally I gave it to somebody. He liked playing out in the snow. Must have been early '68, huh? Yeah, we cut that tree down. It was interfering with our water and sewer pipes. Diana. She didn't want to learn to drive. Connie and Paul and Grandma Grace, mother. I guess we were over at Mother's. Oh, Matt got his sunglasses. All kids like to play with those. And cowboy boots, it looked like. Oh, let's see. That's Trip Through the Smokies. On our way down south. I think that passes in Tennessee. There's Diana and Matt. Oh, we're at Cherokee Village in the Smokies. And that Indian chief's got a little bear cub there. There's Libby. She got her hair cut. She don't look too happy. And Becky's got hers short. How about that? And Dad and Matt. He's looking at the bear cub inside the teepee there. Want to know if he could go in and play with it. We didn't advise it. Down the Everglades Park, and Diana was fascinated by the black snake, and I was surprised that she took it because she was always so skittish about things. We enjoyed that trip. Got to see all those birds and things. Alligator nest in there. are disappearing. There's Becky and Matt on the ferry boat. We was riding a ferry boat up on our way to the Outer Banks. I was feeding the seagulls and the fish. Becky in her little white dress for Honors Day at Schaefer in her 9th grade. There's Libby. Oh, what do we got? Kitty cats. Little kitten. Isn't that cute? I'm partial to kitty cats, in case you didn't know. And David's got a big one. I think this is when Grandpa Corey Grandpa Kirk wanted us to bring him some kittens to the barn. So we went around the neighborhood gathering free kittens, and then we went to see Grandpa Kirk. Well, it's a whole family with kittens. Because I'm sure they're not Gracie's kittens. I don't think we had Gracie yet. Uh-oh, Diana's Jeep. Jody Riley from down the street. She used to come up, and her and David would wrestle, Matthew. She's now an RN. She graduated from Community, and he graduated from Cedarville. So that was a few years ago. Becky's letting her hair grow. Well, we didn't get the camera turned off again. There's Diana in her Jeep without the top on it. For somebody who didn't want to learn to drive, after she and Jim got married, she learned to drive so she could go places and do things. Didn't want to be in on the pollution. Becky and Libby all dressed up. There's Dad. The China Claus is still in the same place, got different dishes in it. Catherine. Oh, that horse picture, I think I got torn up. Well, it must be Christmas again. We took a lot of Christmas pictures. There's the old Magnavox TV. I like that. Diana. Where's the rest of them? All the telescopes. And I think we still got that upstairs. There's Catherine. Or is it Libby? I think it's Catherine. Maybe not. Oh, a little road set. He had lots of fun with those. Somebody's handprint. Hi, Becky. Libby hit her face. There's Matt again. Oh, that's Nancy Parker, Peggy Craig. I went to the hospital with my camera. Marilyn Powers. Eunice Batcher. Marilyn Stevens. There's a girl heating trays. We were up on 2 East. That's when we first moved down there. We moved down there in 71. September 71. Kathy McClintock, Dr. Cooper, a pediatrician in the nursery. Susan Tillman, my unit clerk for several years, and she did birth certificates. Leanna Baker. Must have been Christmas time up there too. Joanne Laub, my supervisor, head nurse. She was my head nurse first and supervisor after I got to be head nurse. Dr. Figge, Preston Figge. He's an obstetrician. Dr. Titus. Richard Titus. He's a nice guy. Strict but nice. He's one of the porters. I see him every once in a while still. Out walking. There's some of our cleaning ladies. I can't remember their names right now. There's Dr. Zeifel Gerges from Egypt. He came over to practice OB in the United States. There's Tom McLean, nurse anesthetist for labor and delivery. Dr. Freilich, Charles Freilich. Mary Shea in the middle. Leona Caldwell. Eunice went by. There's Ina Mae Smith, Lida Wall, getting a patient back from the delivery room who just delivered. Well, there's Dr. David Smith. He was chief of staff at that time. There's Dr. Mutlu that delivered Megan and Timothy. And there's Marie Kennedy. There's the house cleaning supervisor, Mrs. Kennerly. There's Dr. Robertson, and he delivered Nona and Anna. There's one of the nurses from the labor and delivery. Can't get the names in there fast enough. I have to stop and think. There's Lib Hoffman. She was head nurse in labor and delivery. There's Mabel Seelenbinder. Karen Cremines, there's my night force. Vicki Wilson, unit clerk, one of the girls from labor and delivery. I can't call these names fast enough. Nancy Long, she's a special friend of mine. I knew her as a student. She came to our house and baked cookies the year Kathy was in college. Sally Baker, Peggy Craig, Marie. Well, she's been married 3 times now, and I can't see who's sitting back in the corner. Nora Redmond. She was a nurse aide. Phil Swords, nurse from labor and delivery. Couple of the midwives. I can't think of their names right now. Nurse anesthetist. Alma Rutherford. RN in the labor and delivery. Getting ready for a delivery. Somebody gonna have a baby. Well, there's Dr. Doyle from South Vienna. Sharon, Phyllis. There's myself in the background, and Anna Grace Smith. And that some of the nursery help. Let's use Beezer. Betty Bell on the right. Got a picture of her carrying Libby out from labor and delivery. Sharon Wallace, a unit clerk. There's Emmy Allen and Lib Hoffman and Ina Mae Smith. So And there's Jessie, one of the best cleaning ladies we ever had in the labor and delivery. She was a wonderful person. There's Jay Smith with Joanne. Oh, I can't think of her name right now. She moved away to Tennessee. I don't know who she is either. Our Christmas display. These are all hospital pictures. It was Aunt Cleo. There's Kathy. I don't know where we are. Evidently the lights weren't working. There's Matthew. My, how you've grown. Still like to dance, huh? That was Mother, Grace. She's cleaning my dirty house for me. And there's Rebecca with her long hair. What'd you get, Matt? There's Dad. What'd you get? Oh, maple syrup. Oh, that was good. Uh-huh. There's me. What'd I get? Books. Oh, good. I think that was that I Hate to Cook by Peggy Bracken. Whatever he got, he's happy. Oh, must be a record player. There's Connie and Paul. The pictures of Richard when he was born. Diana coming in. I got the light in the wrong way. There's Jim. And Libby and then Connie. Well, what do you know? There's old Gerald Owens. I should be able to put a date on this, but I'm not sure. Show me the calendar. Hi, Matt. Diana had short curly hair. There's Aunt Connie's ceramic tree she gave me. And I had the glasses from huh. Oh, I'm drying my hair. There comes Mr. and Mrs. Bridenstine and Joyce and Joe Schultz, an evangelist that Matt liked real well, and they're playing with Matt's Christmas present. And boy, did they have fun with those little racing cars. Hiram was real good at that, and so was Joe. Hiram was a good ping pong player too. He could beat your dad, and your dad was pretty good. There's Alma. Joyce with her back to us. Must be Stuart's birthday, huh? No, wouldn't be. Well, it's time to go. They're going home now. We had the red band, so it must have been 74 or early 75, so David was 10. Okay. Riding his bicycle. up at the Friends Church. That's the Weaver, and there's Clarence Osborne, Charles Elliott, Norma Osborne. There's Alma and Hiram and John Osborne. I think his grandson Brian, I'm not sure. A lot of these people I don't know. There's D.L. who that was. Oh, there's Tester, Timmy Tester. Lois Adkins, Marie Caudell, her sister. Joyce Bridenstine. Well, there's Mary, and there's Reba Lockwood. There's Mary, she stayed with us for a few months. There's Faye, Francis. I don't know who that kid was. There's Matthew. Oh, this must be it. Catherine's. There's her kitty cat. When Catherine and Harry lived in Lozelle Street. And guess who was taking the pictures? Matthew was. Those are pictures that we thought were ancestors, but nobody could tell us who they were. The way they were framed so pretty, I knew they had to be a member of the family, because Myrtle and Herbert wouldn't have had them framed if they weren't. There was a stained glass window in their bathroom. You get a fast picture of the house with Matt taking pictures. Back down the steps. Kitty cat taking a rest. Look fast. Just leave me alone. Pretty kitty. Kathy called her Bitchy. Hi, Matt. Kathy making faces. Harry looking at his telescope. Looking out the window there, and they're upstairs on Lozelle Street. Oh, now we're going back to the bathroom. Take a picture of the bathroom. And that Christmas tree. There's Diana, and we're at Aunt Connie's house this time. And Harry and his mom, there's Jim. I think that was Ken. Now there's Ken Johnston, that's Harry's stepdad. There's Diana and Kathy and Mother. There's Aunt Wilma. There's Harry, Connie. Oh, that's the year Stuart gave him those toys. There's Uncle Paul. He got one too. Stuart gave him to all the men. Maybe Aunt Cleo. There's Aunt Wilma. There's Aunt Connie. There's Ken and Margaret Johnston. Oh, there's little Ken. There's Tommy. There's Mike. These are Harry's kids. This is at their open house. When they got done remodeling over in Lozelle Street, there's Fred. They run a little grocery store up there. Oh, that's the picture Kathy got it. It's Margaret. Little Ken. And some of their friends. There's Ken again. There's Tommy again. I think we got Cheryl playing the piano here somewhere. We'll find her. No place, anything like this place anywhere near this place, so this must be the place. Well, there's Jim and Gary. Margaret and Ken, there's Harry and Kathy opening their their wedding presents, I think. Yeah. They weren't done remodeling. The kitchen isn't finished. Hi, Kathy. Must have been 1976. There's Cheryl playing at the piano. Cheryl still looks the same today. She got a little girl that looks like her. She doesn't remember that. We told her about it. So that was in 76. In January. So I think this might be out of sequence, but we did go to Oklahoma in 1976 in March to see Richard when he was born. Oh, David put some cartoons in here. Well, that's in the truck driving out to Oklahoma. Lots of trucks on the highway. Lots of rain. So I shouldn't have to do too much explanation here. On this trip, it's pretty self-explanatory. There's the moon up there in the midday. Hi, Matt. That's some buffalo, isn't it? Matt used this film as a school project. That's some peacock's tail there, too. He used it in social studies as his project and got a good grade on it, too. There's little Richard. He came home from the hospital, and Connie holding him and giving him a little bottle. Well, it's blurry. Get too close, it's out of focus. There he is. My, how he's changed. Oh, there's their house. Oral Roberts University. In Tulsa. A little lizard down in there, I think. I think they said that building was over 100 years old. Looks like we might be heading back, but I don't think so. ostrich wanted to come right in the truck with us. She don't see why we don't roll the window down so she gets some food. There's your goats, kids. The bear wants something to eat too. Strong wind blew that front thing up, and he had to get out and tie it down. First time we saw working that oil well, I guess. Now he's going to show Oral Roberts again. That's their prayer tower. Got a picture of us taking a picture. We're in the mirror there. This is inside one of those museums there in Tulsa. It was there at Oral Roberts. It's showing some of the pictures and things they collected. inside the auditorium. I see our truck back there. And there's Christopher. He didn't want to eat while we were taking his picture, but he didn't want to miss it either. Will Rogers Memorial. This was an interesting place too. A statue of Will on his horse. Matt was 11. Another oil well. Lots of those out there. There's Christopher again, out in front of the house with Grandma Connie, with his grandma. These are some things they collected over in Africa and some of those other places when they went over on missionary work. I can't remember their names, and it didn't stay on the screen long enough to see it. Had some beautiful, exotic items in there. Ceramic tiger, leopard. There's your dad and Matt. Pure Ivory, I think. There's a Hummel statue of the kids passing cards under the table. Poker player. Crossing the Mississippi. At St. Louis, the Gateway Arch. Dad and I went up, but Matt wouldn't. He said he didn't like to go up that high. And then when we left, why didn't you make me go up? Well, he's still scared of heights, so I don't think it was a good idea. You're right up inside that thing, in a little car. That's the view from inside. Every time I see the Jeffersons on TV, I think that's the church they're showing. We're still up the top looking out those little tiny windows. Matt's got that crazy hat on he found. long ways up there. This is that courthouse. That's the rotunda inside it. Some beautiful artwork in there. Not any prettier than Washington, D.C. though. Now we're back to Indianapolis Speedway. And we stopped and went through there and saw the model cars and the winning cars and the history of the stuff. It was interesting. We got to ride around the Speedway. Back to Ohio. There's Matt and Grandpa Kirk and I. There's Aunt Cleo in the hospital. And back home again. I don't know whether Grandpa Kirk was in the hospital at that time too or not. Anyway, there's Walter Hulse Company's back porch. There's me and my cat. There's another cat. They're the same one. No, that's another cat. There's Peppy. Boy, I had all kind of animals in bed with me.
Only 3 of us got.
Oh, with Foxy.
Yeah. Well, that shows up barn in the back, and then right back at Dad's corner crib. There's a corner crib on both sides and a place to pull through in the center. That's a gang of us boys that used to come out. See how little some of those ponies are?
Uh-huh. Now, who are these? Is that Grandma in the background, or?
Yeah. And Aunt Mabel sitting down there, and I don't know who the different kids were.
Now, who's the woman standing behind the swing? The tall woman.
I don't know.
Well, that looks like Tim.
Who?
It's you, but it looks like Tim.
Wilma.
Enough to see who's in it and what's going on, then just to pan on out to the other side of the picture. Looks like your mom's driving.
Mom was driving, and Dad's standing there, and Grandpa's on the binder. Grandpa Stewart.
Uh-huh. And you're on the horse.
On the horse. Yeah. Oh, to get a good picture, you had to do that too, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
There's that dog that we didn't, but it was one we never knew. That'd be like moving nature on.
Mm-hmm.
Always had hogs to follow the cows.
It was you and Grandma and...
Mom's over me then, if that's me.
Yeah.
And my grandma, and then Aunt Vicine. Called her that, but she was his doctor. And everybody thought a lot of Aunt Vicine. It seemed like everybody come to the doctor's called her Aunt. Uh-huh. I'm not sure about the one in there, but
That looks like your dad and mom.
could be.
Clifton then?
Huh?
This is the house you were born. It was in Clifton?
Well, it's right across from the cemetery. It's out of Clifton just a little bit. It's between Clifton and where we live. You've seen that archway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's right across the road from there. Car. Somebody knew, but
This one says a heap big chief.
yeah. Is that what that is?
Uh-huh.
That's no. No, I know it's Martha, but I'm not sure.
For you.
I don't know. I mean, I can't tell for sure.
Mm-hmm. As you, I would guess that that other one was you too.
We always had a bunch of cats. But I don't know where that was. But that tree grew fronty, didn't it?
Uh-huh. This one says Stewart Reunion 1909.
Yeah, that's it. What is that, 10? 9, 6?
10196. Was that the address they just painted on the tree?
I imagine it. I don't know.
Somebody on top of that. Hey, ma'am. Myrtle Corey and Ruth Stewart McCullough waiting for the
Traction.
traction car.
And then just wait till Madden, the tallest one's in the roof. Put some outfits, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
Something for clothing.
Maybe Levy for clothing? Said Joe, Myrtle, Wilma, Ruth, Stewart, and Grandpa.
Stewart and Wilma. Oh, you mean what it said on the back?
Uh-huh.
Oh, is Aunt Ruth on that side? Left to right is back road Aunt Ruth, and the other side is Mom, and that's her dad. And Wilma and I and Joe standing up.
Joe from Wilma.
Yeah.
Is that Wilma standing there?
Yeah.
Do you know who this is?
Now, I think it's Mom standing up here. But I don't know about the...
That be you and Wilma?
No, there's 3 years difference between us.
That didn't look like it's hanging on a clothesline.
Must be on the clothesline.
Do you know who this is? Kids
Well,
playing
that-
in a sandbox.
That might be Will and I. I don't recognize the house though. I think that there's a chicken house.
Mm-hmm. Scott, his father, old Joe Scott, who had been a slave before the war, said he was so old he knew 3 presidents before George Washington. So this is a picture your dad took in the Civil War? Or? Oh, there's a 3rd little girl in the back seat. I didn't see her.
I think that's Donald and Wilma. I don't know who. That might be Martha.
Hello.
Ooh,
Alma and somebody.
Martha.
Martha.
Going swimming. Or bent swimming, looks like. She's back. I think on this side is Wilma.
They're in a hammock. Well, they couldn't misbehave. They couldn't get out of there. It looks like they're all rolled together.
Yeah, Dad old one of us. I don't know what to. Now that's probably the same baby that the other picture is. Mom holding.
Uh-huh. Well, there was another baby after you, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, they died before Thelma,
Uh-huh.
but she only lived a few weeks. Not very long.
That?
Uh-huh.
Her eyes look blue.
Uh-huh.
Miss Wilma with her new hairstyle.
Yeah, that's Foxy. Yeah, when you come up, we'll show you that other one that's found it. Who's riding? Here's the fly. Flying out, you can see better there than you can in the little picture, can't you?
Yeah. Okay.
That's Grandma Stewart, and Grandpa Stewart's in front of her, and I think that's either Wilma or Martha down front.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know the guy in the middle is off the deal.
Get the heels on there.
She's showing you his hot gut.
But she put it up and she had high heels. That's my first girlfriend. I was too young to go to school. And Wilma took me to school one day. But that changed him getting. That's what. Had the coal in that box. And then they had a wagon with a tank on it. It was a water wagon. Guys pitching it in there. To the attic. You go up in the attic, then there were steps built. You go up and then hook the thing on both ends and lift the top off, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You could go up on there and we'd go up and see which one could see the thread machine coming soonest. That was some trip, man. See the crank on the front of it?
Yeah. You even read the license plate. He used to. Did they send him away and come back, or the homing pigeons, or?
I don't. You mean like carrier pigeons?
Yeah.
I don't know. But that one's a powder looks like. Yeah, it's very nice. Got the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Some way or other they could hold air in there or something and puff their chest and put it out. When that one just lightened put in.
Mm-hmm.
Now was that four there? probably when
Could have been.
we was, I was 4 when we moved up there, I remember. Victor Shaw, I don't know the next one, there's the next one, I know them, but I don't forget their names. Mr. Hayes and Kennedy, I think was the next one. But that one that he's hatting on crooked is Pee Wee Harris, I think. Pee Wee, we called him anyway.
Mhm.
Junior Loose.
This one right here is you, isn't it? No?
No, I'm clear at the other end. Standing up.
Up there in the corner.
Yeah.
And she's all dressed up with her muff and fur collar.
Oh,
Look at those boots.
Look at those buttons. That'd be worth learning to tie your boots, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Martha and George.
And they were Ruth's kids? No,
Yeah, Aunt Nell's kid.
Aunt Nell's.
And they lived up at Beattytown. You know where the school is there in Beattytown?
Yeah.
Well, their house is right at the end of the school, just north of the school, right?
Mhm. Then before you shaved his head.
Before what?
Before you shaved his head, his hair's not curly.
Oh, yeah, Ed was older than that because he was working for me on the farm then. Jeannie and Bob and Thelma and Janny. I don't know how old that picture is.
Really?
That looks like Aunt Ruth's house down there, but she didn't live. Yeah, she lived in it then.
It's you and Wilma and...
No, it's me and Joe, I think.
Yeah.
Each one's it's a family. I mean,
Okay.
Each one's the son. It's been 10 years since she used it, she said. I turned it on and I heard some air come out. I lit a match and it lit. That's Wilma's dad, I think. Yeah, I'm sure it did. But that picket fence, it was on out Grandpa's corner, Grandpa's church. So,
And she's up on a stone fence. Just on some stones in the yard.
yeah. What is it? What kind of motorcycle is it? Looks like emblem.
Yeah. Emblem.
Grandpa holding somebody and Aunt Nell behind her and then Grandma and then Mom and then I'm not sure about the one on this side or the ones in the back. I think one of them's Uncle Furry, I think, standing up in the middle. That'd be Nell's husband.
It looks like your dad's over there behind the one on the end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean there? That?
No?
No, I don't
No?
see it. It kind of looked like that, but I'm not sure. Might have been Uncle Stan's, I don't know. But you'd think when they made it, when you enlarged it like that,
Mm-hmm.
you would take the detail away with it.
Doesn't seem to on these old ones.
Do what?
It doesn't seem...
Somebody standing out there a minute over there at the building, isn't it? Wait, really zoom in on it, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they are.
Now you're starting to lose the detail, but
There's somebody in that building right up against the wall there, too.
then we had another picture like that with the wives of the girls on the motorcycles. But it disappeared. I don't know whether the pig got it up with Dad's sister. Kind of believe it is. That's a hairdo too, isn't it?
Yeah. I imagine it was pretty neat in the morning, but by the time I got done doing several things.
That's you and Dad and Mom.
You can see the baby doll.